On the bottom, no. Ready? Go, go. Hey.
Okay, before we even get started, question for everybody listening. Do you have 2 eyelids or 1? Because my nutcase sister says the top is the eyelid, the bottom is the eye catcher, because without it, the eyeball obviously would fall out.
I didn't say that part. I just said the top is the lid. Like on a pan, do you have a lid on the bottom and the top? No, the lid is always on the top. So the top one is the eyelid.
What's the bottom one?
I don't know. So I said eye catcher because it's the part that holds
Okay.
the eyeball
All right.
in.
What if you look at the pot sideways?
Okay, then there's a lid on the top. There's not a lid on the bottom. There's
Look at it
never a-
sideways, the lid is on the side. And what if that lid was split? Or as they say in science, bifurcated?
They don't say you just made that word.
It's too, no, that's a word.
Yeah, whatever.
Look at
Good
this.
morning.
Look at this.
Nice.
That's
Breakfast.
I didn't dry myself off well.
That's nice. That's great.
There
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. I am Jack Hollingsworth. I am an improv comedian and a children's pastor. With me is famous umbrella artist, Tess Scott.
Okay. Good morning. What a beautiful day. The sun is shining. It's a beautiful day.
The sun is shining. The sun shines in the winter too.
Those are not beautiful days to me. No.
My granddaughter she was having a swimming lesson. She was swimming lesson adjacent at your house yesterday. So
yes,
we are taking advantage of the people who are actually getting swimming lessons at your house and just randomly throwing the granddaughter in. And hey, if she learns something, then that's great.
That's right. That's smart. That is really great. Dave Ramsey would be proud of you for that.
Dave Ramsey would be proud. I don't know if I want to make Dave Ramsey proud, but he definitely would be proud.
That's right. That's right.
1 week. Mm-hmm. Guess what happens in 1 week?
Guess what happens in 1 week from today? It is the official launch of Listen Sister Girls Night, and that's exciting.
And we've already got 2 other shows booked. One for a church in Simcoe.
That's right.
December and one 4th. For a church in
Flamborough.
That's
right. Yep. We are going to go everywhere. It's going to be fun.
Where?
Yep. Jack is the host, and I cannot wait to see what he's going to wear. I have given him some suggestions with a lot of bling. I'm not sure if he's going to take those, only because his wife does have a say. Otherwise, I would probably have more luck getting him to wear something unique and memorable. Yeah, it's going to be fun. If you want to know more about it, if you want to come, if you are near Sarnia, if you are Sarnia adjacent, as Jack would say, and you would like to come and celebrate with us, we're going to have cheesecake to celebrate everything God is doing and do a run through of the whole thing. We're going to have Family Feud from the stage, and you can be part of that. You can be on a team. You might win. I don't know. I know it's going to be fun. There's going to be lots of laughter and community, and it's going to be right here in Sarnia next Friday night, August the 7th, 2026. So if you want to be part of that, send me a DM or put something in the comments, and I will hook you up, sister. So this morning, our show is about your family is weird too, right? I don't know if you've ever had this happen, but sometimes in life, our families do things and we just think those are normal. And then we find out, you go to your friend's house and you're like, oh, you didn't do that. That's different. And you realize your family might be the only one who did that. Yeah. Can you think of something that our family did? Yay, Charlotte. Charlotte is in the house. Joanne is in the house. This is a great morning. All our friends are here. That's right. That's right. Team Tess. That's right.
I don't think there should be teams.
There is. That's life. Get used to it. This is the revelry part of Sibling Revelry.
Okay.
Yeah.
What were we talking about? We were talking about weird things your family did. So I remember when Steph's sister Holly married Scott Barrett. Scott's a great guy. And he called me one day and said, we're having a debate in this house. Do you guys have just a cup sitting by the sink that everyone can drink water out of? And I said, no. He said, well, Holly's telling me this is something that you do. You just put a cup there, and if anyone's thirsty, they can just grab the cup, put water in it, take a drink, and put the cup back by the sink.
Yeah. She's not a germaphobe.
Why would you do that? Think of every mug you've got in your household. Everyone could have 5 mugs. Everyone could.
There's lots.
What does dearth mean? Dearth means a lack. I think there's not a dearth of cups. So why take one cup? And guys, this is the one everyone is going to drink from.
Yeah.
Charlotte's right. That is gross.
That is gross. Yeah. No, we didn't have that, but she probably thinks that's normal. I don't know. It's good that Scotty put an end to it. Just going to say.
I don't know if he put an end to it. I don't know. He was just recently married to Holly. He might have been afraid that it would have unwound things. You know what I mean?
Do not rock the boat.
But we did have a cup at night.
Yeah. On
the farm. Right? That we set by the nightlight.
Oh, yeah. So that you didn't go downstairs. Do not go down the stairs.
So here's a gross story.
Oh, good. Oh, that wasn't gross enough for you, folks. Here we go.
It's on a farmhouse. In the summer, there's just flies, right? There's house flies everywhere. In fact, here's something our dad did. He put up almost like an industrial strength bug sprayer.
Yeah.
Right over top of our front door.
Okay.
Do you remember that?
Yes.
Like every 5 minutes, it would spray bug killer into our kitchen.
Yes. I remember when it was over top of the fridge. That's what I thought you were going to say. So you might just be pulling food out of the fridge and then.
Yeah, no bugs in this.
No bugs in this. That's right.
Anyways, I was so one night as a kid, I woke up. I was thirsty. You can't go downstairs. Right. So I stumble over to find the cup and take a drink, but there were dead flies in the water because we hadn't changed the cup. So I had to put my lips together.
Oh no, that's so awful.
I am thirstier than I am afraid of germs.
Oh, I don't.
So I'm filtering the water.
That is terrible.
All right, that's all I need. Someone else can change that cup in the morning. And back to bed I go.
That is terrible. That is awful. No, I think some things were different. Parenting was different than we did it or our kids did it. But I know that we were just allowed to go play in the bush. And we were probably 4 and 6 years old.
Yeah.
We were young.
Yeah.
Just go. I don't know. I've had enough. Just go and play in the bush.
Yeah. We would pull the fungus off the trees like that.
Yeah.
That big semicircle fungus and
bring
it back to the house and paint it.
Yeah, that was fun. But we could be gone a long time and okay. I don't know. No, nothing ate us and nobody worried about where we were or what we were doing. I think it was just a breath of fresh air to have us not around for a while. Honestly,
that's probably true.
It's probably true. Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah.
What about being woken up in the middle of the night because the cows were out?
Oh, yes. Yeah. See, that was normal. The cows are out. Everybody's up and you're chasing them down the road. And I had to stand on the other side of the laneway so that they wouldn't go by the laneway so they'd know where to turn. And then they'd go across the lawn and it was usually wet and there'd be big holes from these heavy animals.
Yeah, that's normal stuff. Cows are out.
It's normal stuff. It seemed normal to me. Yeah. I don't know. What about a bone pile? Did anybody else have a bone pile at their house? Like at night when well, explain what a bone pile is.
So my dad would, after supper, we'd probably all have our pajamas on, and my dad would grab one kid.
Yeah.
He'd be on all fours, grab one kid and start tickling him, and the other two or three would get on his back.
Yes.
And then when the kid underneath escaped, he'd grab the leg of the next kid on, pull him under and tickle him.
Yeah.
And it was like a big wrestling match. It usually ended up with everyone crying.
Yeah, there was definitely crying. That's how you knew it was over.
Yeah.
There was crying.
Steph's Opa used to say, first comes the laughing, then comes the crying. It's just so much excitement all of a sudden, and you can't handle it, and you just end up crying.
Such a wise man. Such a wise man. And did you do that with your kids?
Definitely did that with my kids. In fact, I would lay on my back and the kids would lean against my feet and then I'd lift them up.
Yeah.
So they'd be bouncing on my feet and then I'd bounce them up and down. They call it the feet thing. So
was Steph home when you did that?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if you did that when she was out of town. Charlotte rode her bike all over town alone, taking her lunch and eating a snack at the park. Yeah, right. Those were the days. You never see kids barely even go by themselves to school. I live near a school. Parents drop them off. Yeah. There's hardly any kids that walk to school, and they sure don't walk alone. And it's not that dangerous of a city. I don't know. It's just a different generation.
Let's go back to that statement. It's not that dangerous. Like, what level of danger do we need to have before Tess would say, okay, now you can walk your kids to school?
I don't know. Well, you can always do it. I mean, I'm not the boss of you. I'm the boss of you, but I'm not the boss of all the other people, all the other people. I'm just saying that change. That's just different. That's just
different. For Christmas, we had some strange customs for Christmas. First of all, did anyone else have a parent that would invite anybody over on Christmas Day and actually have a gift ready for them under the tree?
I did.
Yeah, because we did. And also tell everybody about the make it gift idea. There's got to be a better name for that.
I like that name, the make it gift. So you draw names around Thanksgiving in our extended family, which is huge. And you have to make something for that person. So it's my favorite part of Christmas, actually, because you have to be really intentional about it.
Yep.
And usually they're good things, you know, like a crocheted Afghan or I don't know. There's people like a rope. Mandy made this rope basket out of rope for Jesse. Like there's such beautiful things. Like there's really talented people in our family. Sometimes there's gifts that aren't that great. My dad once made me slippers, but it was actually Ziploc bags with a pom-pom glued on the top. So that was not my favorite.
But that started when we were kids.
Yes.
And Dad said, we're going to draw names and you have to make something. So Uncle Chuck had a woodworking shop.
Yeah.
And he would open it up for us and he would help us like whatever night.
Yeah.
So I made you a jewelry box.
Yep. That's true.
I made Greg like a toy rifle with a wooden stock and a pipe for the barrel and painted it and varnished it.
Yeah. Greg made me a cutting board and I still use it today. Now, Rick doesn't use it because it's not even. And every time you use it, it goes ka-kink, ka-kink, ka-kink on the counter and he hates it. But I'm never getting rid of it because Greg made it for me.
That's an important thing.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. One year I was in grade 8 and the art for grade 8 in class was to make an apple doll. So you take an apple, peel it, and you carve a face into it, and you put it in a window, and it all dries out, right? So it looks like an old person doll. And I brought it home. So then you put I think it was like a wire, a popsicle stick, to make the body, and there's wire, and you put clothes on it, like doll clothes. So my brother Todd was completely mocking me because I made a doll in grade 8. And then when it came time to draw names for the Make a Gift, I got his name. And
Yes.
guess what? The Apple doll was handmade. So
He was so mad. That's why I was laughing, because I'll never forget how mad Todd was when he opened the Apple doll that you had indeed made and gave him for Christmas. Like that, this is a memory that's 50 years ago, and we still laugh about it.
we still laugh about it.
We've been
I
doing this
remember
for a long time.
Greg made me an ashtray
Mhm.
one year, and it was actually an ashtray that I've been sitting on his dresser for like a couple of years. Like, and
But he made it.
he couldn't think of anything, so he just wrapped it up and gave it to me. Thank you.
Yeah,
And you have
yeah.
to
You
like,
didn't smoke.
oh,
Just to tell you, you didn't smoke. Right? Like,
yeah,
it wasn't really an
was-
appropriate gift
I was
necessarily.
like 13 years old. Thank you. Mom made me a garbage can out of the styrofoam egg crates she had sewn
Okay.
together with yarn to make
Oh,
a
yeah.
garbage can.
I forgot about styrofoam egg cartons.
Yeah.
Remember those? What do you remember about besides that? I forgot about that. But what do you remember about styrofoam egg cartons? What does that remind you of? Anything?
No.
Our Nana's house on the farm, her bathroom, everything was purple. Purple bathtub, purple sink, purple toilet, and the ceiling was the rigid part of styrofoam egg cartons. She just somehow took them apart and just did the whole ceiling in the cup part of styrofoam egg cartons. I'm not making that up. Who would make that up? You can't make that up. That is absolutely true. Somebody in our family has to vouch for me on this. Maybe Rooney, or I don't know. Somebody has to tell. This is so true. Yes.
I remember the purple bathroom. And the thing was, the bathroom was located right beside the dining room table. So if you came over to have a meal and you suddenly had to go to the bathroom, and there was no like switch for a fan or anything like that.
No.
In the bathroom was definitely heard.
Yeah. There's no area. What do you call it? You know, that, yeah.
Buffer. There's no buffer.
There's no buffer. That's it. There's no buffer. There is no buffers.
I remember our, I'm hoping she's not saying that was a great idea to the egg cartons on the ceiling.
Or the no buffer zone. I'm not sure which one.
I remember our living room was just pink insulation and a thin sheet of plastic for many years.
Many years. And that was not normal, but it was normal for us.
So a lot of people work with insulation wear masks.
Okay. We didn't
need to wear a mask because we had saran wrap over the insulation.
Yeah. It was we were protected.
We were definitely safe.
One of the other things that we did as kids in the evening, sometimes we played games. Dad was good to play games. I think that's where we got our love of games from. But also sometimes we had a band. Do you remember having a band? We had such a great band. We had someone would play a pot with a wooden spoon. There was a harmonica. There was pot lids, and you know the lid is the part on the top of the pot, just in case you're not sure, Jack. And you would take
sideways?
2 lids, bang them together. Mom always left. Now I understand that more now.
I think Mom had misophonia. I don't think she liked loud noises.
Yeah, well, I can't blame her for that one, because it
couldn't have. We had a piano.
Yeah.
And you're right, a harmonica and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
What about how many other people had wood paneling on the ceiling of their house?
Yes, there was wood paneling on the ceiling. Yes, I don't know any people that had that, but also there was wallpaper in the shower. You've mentioned that.
And wallpaper in the shower.
Yeah.
I remember Mom being mad because I had just hit a growth spurt and was able to reach the ceiling. And I ran my fingers from the kitchen all the way down to the living room. along the ceiling. There was finger streaks all the way down. And but you know what? I wore that. That's
Yeah,
fine. I'm
sure.
I'm okay that you're upset because I'm really tall now.
Yeah. I can't imagine being able to touch a ceiling,
Yeah.
but you are really tall.
Maybe in a crawl space.
Maybe. I probably wouldn't go in a crawl space because that'd be too like claustrophobic. I don't know. Remember what dad's, I don't know if it's his favorite because he loved pie, so maybe not. But one of the things that we had when dad was home with us and mom was gone, for dessert, you would take saltine crackers. Right? Remember, you would take saltine crackers and crumble them all up in your hand so they're all crumbs and put them in your bowl. And
Yeah.
then what would you do, Jack?
You'd pour in like a half a gallon of corn syrup.
Corn syrup right over top and then eat it.
And then eat it. Like that was dessert.
That
like
was dessert.
A dessert bowl.
Yes.
Full of corn syrup.
Yes.
With crackers. What were the crackers? Just to slow you down a bit? Just to give you some
no, sure. To give it some
sugar.
crunch.
There's crackers in there.
Yeah. Well, they're healthy. So it's sort of, I don't know. When I was a little kid, I remember telling dad that when I grow up, I'm going to write a cookbook and I'm going to put this recipe in because it's so good. But I said it really fast because, I was like,
yeah, that should have been a yellow flag for the parents.
Yeah.
Oh, it's that good? We're making a mistake. What about nicknames?
Yeah, everybody in our family were good for nicknames. There was lots of nicknames, right? I mean,
we've talked about this before, but also we had like a CB radio. Everyone had CB radios. So with the CB radio, you had to have a handle.
Yeah.
I'd have a little nickname there. So I was Professor. Bones was Bones. Greg was Peanut. Tess.
And I was Tweety Duck.
Tweety Duck.
Yeah.
Which brings us to another thing our family did.
That's right.
How did you get the name Tweety Duck?
Well, our family had floats in parades. Doesn't every family do that? Isn't that normal? Our family, our big family, like our aunts and our aunts, I guess, and our mom and all of our cousins. So we would have a float in the fall parade, the fair parade, and then another one in the Christmas parade. And we got to ride on it. And when you got older, then you could hand out the candy. I mean, that was fun. One year, my favorite, we had Humpty Dumpty, which was I think it was a paper mache, have to ask Aunt Peg, paper mache egg, Humpty Dumpty, was it? And anyway, what I remember is I got to walk because I was older and hand out hard-boiled eggs instead of candy. Yeah. People were excited. It was really fun. I think we probably won. I don't know. I think we probably won.
I think I was in university at that time.
I don't think so. I'm older than you. I wouldn't have done it when you were in university.
And you sure wouldn't?
Maybe you were inside the big egg and you just didn't know what was going on. I don't know. It was very fun. Doesn't everybody's family put floats in the parade? I don't know. So one year we did something about Snoopy. Snoopy Saves Christmas or something.
Yeah, they built an airplane.
Oh, okay. See, I don't remember that part. But I was Woodstock, a bird, and I was sitting on the roof of the cab of the truck. I mean, and I was 10 or something, like not old. I don't know. I guess I could hold on. I don't remember. There must have been a rope. Anyway, we're not going very fast and there's music blaring. And I'm sitting on the cab of the truck. Uncle Chuck is driving. And some woman said and pointed at me and said, "Look, it's Tweety Duck." Like, what is Tweety Duck? I don't even know what that is. But Uncle Chuck was always great with nicknames. And that nickname was the one he chose for me for a little while.
Yeah, Chuck being a nickname for Charles.
Yeah, that's more common than Tweety Duck being a nickname.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, absolutely.
Charlotte was Jabberjaws. She had a CB. See, I think CBs were more common and a free way, inexpensive way to speak to other people without having to call them on your phone, which is a party line.
They were the cell phones of the 70s and 80s, probably.
Yeah, right. We talked to our friends on CBs all the time back then.
Okay. What about Summer,
Mm-hmm.
summer holidays,
Mm-hmm.
camping on your grandmother's front lawn.
Oh yeah, we'd have campouts at the farm at Nana's. Yep.
She
That
had
was fun.
she had a farm right on the edge of town.
Mm-hmm.
So the road was paved that
Yes.
got to her house. Big horseshoe shaped driveway, tons of lawn,
Yep.
right? Like probably 5 acres, 6 acres of front lawn.
I don't know, but they called it the orchard, which always confused me because there was no trees.
It was a
We're going to
secret.
all camp in the orchard. What? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because one day before I was born, there was trees there. So they just always called it the orchard. And that's where we camped and we played games and we had a campfire and we just, did our own thing. And
Yeah.
I don't know what the parents did because we were doing our own thing. But that was fun. It's fun getting together with family. And what did you do in the summer when it was hot and you were at home on the farm and you couldn't sleep or maybe didn't want to go up the stairs because it was like an oven?
Laid in front of the fan.
Laid in the dining room.
Wow.
Yep, in front of a box fan. And some of my friends didn't do that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, not everybody did that.
You'd wake up about 5 in the morning and be freezing cold.
Mm-hmm.
But then you crawl into bed and it felt so good.
Yeah. That was the best of times. So what we think is normal is not normal for everybody.
But recommended.
But recommended. We might as well tell each other because look at Charlotte just got the idea of the Christmas gift. She thinks it's a great idea. You're welcome, Charlotte. Join us every week for lots of great ideas that you could do in your family too.
We should actually hand out journals for people.
To take notes?
Yeah, things I should apply to my life.
From Sibling Revelry. Ooh,
Yeah.
That's a good idea. I like that. Maybe we'll talk about that some other time. Yes. So I just want to come back to a week from today, August the 7th. What's going to happen, Jack?
We are having Family Feud in Sarnia, the inaugural Family Feud game show night.
Sort of. Listen, sister, girls' night. It will include, see, he's only caring about the part that pertains mostly to him. So he's the host of Family Feud. You can come.
Sorry, I should have said we're having Family Feud and cheesecake.
And cheesecake. Also, there will be cheesecake. So if you're coming, let me know. You are invited. I would love to have a piece of cheesecake waiting for you, and you can help us celebrate this. Oh, yeah, there's my Janice Team Tess.
We're finishing the show. This is no time for sticking a Team Tess in there.
She can do whatever.
We're just saying our goodbyes and someone comes in with a ninja kick.
Yeah, well, that's just the way it is.
Not even a hi, how's everyone doing? Just Team Tess.
That's right. Just for the record. All right, so we will see you next Friday morning right here, 8:30. And oh yeah, Charlotte, are you coming? And then we'll see you in Sarnia at 7 p.m. August 7th, next Friday for a girls' night out or girls' night. And I'll see Janice says hi, Jack. Yeah, she loves you too. Yeah,
All right.
we'll see you
everyone.
then.